Welcome to Robot House. We're doing Nintendo's E3 reveals for this episode, and we'll also have a companion that's just about Zelda. Both going up at the same time. We had some recording issues, so next week we're going to do a wrap-up for the rest of E3, Microsoft, Sony, and apparently the Doritos that dance. Did you see that, Mark?
What?
There was dancing Doritos. I don't know what it's for. I don't want to know what it's for.
I would have to guess Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, but just a strong guess, but...
It's a horror that we will never, hopefully, have to see for ourselves. So, Nintendo did Treehouse Live. Most people thought it was just going to be Zelda. And they were wrong. On Wednesday, we actually got quite a few games revealed. Two of which we didn't know existed. One we really didn't care about. And Pokemon Go. Which I hesitate to call a game at this point.
We cannot talk about Pokemon Go in any way, shape, or form because it's a curse here.
Yeah, if we even give an opinion on it, something happens. So
we're just saying that it was there.
Arceus frowns upon it.
Arceus, yeah. So, you know what? We are just gonna skirt it by, say it was there. They had
They had a panel, and Miyamoto was there.
Mm-hmm. You can pre-order it now on various outlets.
Yes.
Or otherwise it's free to play.
And you can pay $35 for the watch. That cost $15 to me.
Jason, that had an inflection of a potential tone.
No, that's just insight into the manufacturing process. Don't worry. So let's get to some good news. Mm-hmm. Their new IP that they revealed, Ever Oasis, from an ex-Square bigwig. The man boasts, he worked in the first 3 Final Fantasies, and we were joking last night, he has not done a lot of public speaking, because that was the most canned summary I've ever heard in my life. But he invented Moogles and Chocobo, so he's good by me. And the job system, which we wouldn't have had Bravely Default without him, so thank you. He also famously made Secret of Mana, which many people stand by as one of the really good co-op RPGs of its day. I never got to play it co-op, but it is pretty fun. So basically, in Ever Oasis, you play a tree sprite person named Toph, who makes an oasis with a water sprite. And you basically go into dungeons and you get stuff to build your town. And you recruit different party members to go on different pathways to get, I guess, different loot at the end of the dungeon.
That seems about right, yeah.
Yeah. Each character, of the 3 we've seen, each character has unique abilities. Some do more damage than others. You can switch on the fly at any time. There's at least 5 races in the game, so I'm assuming you get at least 2 more party members. But you can only take 3 into a dungeon. Let's see. They said there's a crafting system. You don't buy your armor or weapons. You make it from stuff you get off enemies. So there's a little bit of Monster Hunter in there. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. I guess my problem with watching it yesterday was, again, watching it, not playing it.
Yeah. This is a game that you need a demo.
Definitely. That would have been a beautiful surprise if they said after it, oh, by the way, here's a demo too.
Oh, absolutely. Like, it harkens back to old school Square RPGs, and those aren't really fun to watch. You really have to be in there doing all that stuff to enjoy it.
Right. Otherwise, you're backseat gaming the entire time.
Yeah, especially the city building stuff. That, you really can't get into that with a group. we unfortunately Steve isn't here today. I wanted his opinion on it because the art style seems like something he'd enjoy. It's very cute and energetic. But I'll look forward to more information on this. They said September, right?
I'm pretty sure because it seems like everything's coming in September now.
That's gonna be a busy month. Ugh. But we'll have more thoughts on it.
Especially, I bet there's gonna be like crossover Nintendo stuff in it.
They're publishing it, so
They'll probably have Mario armor and all that kind of jazz. I bet.
Maybe. We'll see.
Nothing. I think Monster Hunter tier though.
No, I doubt it. Though you can't get any of that stuff until you're like halfway through the game. So next on the list, we have Paper Mario Color Splash. Moving on. I don't know how to feel about this game. There's too many freaking toads.
Yeah.
And I feel bad. They said all the toads have different personalities. Well then, maybe they shouldn't all look identical. I'm just saying.
It's like, I'm trying to think of a book or a novel where they try to make everybody look the same. I don't want to automatically think of that Fairly Odd Parents with the gray blobs.
Mm-hmm.
But,
it's
just
close.
like, yeah, it's close. And people have already pointed out online with images, it's like, you see from Thousand Year Door and stuff, like all the unique toad models, they did like different hats and like clothes and stuff. But no, you're saving the same copy-paste toads.
It's ridiculous.
And Rogueport was filled with all kinds of different races and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
And you get to see the battle system at play, but again, no experience points, no badges.
And the demo I saw before they had to take it down, apparently, it was another damn toad hunt. Because you didn't get enough of those in Paper Jam.
Right. You have to rescue like 6 of them in order to make a bridge.
Yeah.
And the thing stickers, cards.
Yeah.
And
but they're even worse than the stickers because you can at least just select the sticker. Here, you pick the card, then you tap it again to get paint on it. Then you use the attack. And then you can use timed attacks, like in a regular Paper Mario game.
And it just looks like boss battles are going to go back to being like quote-unquote puzzles where you're going to break the boss battle if you use the right card.
In their defense, at least these are a little easier to figure out.
Yeah, like Morton. And speaking of which, hope you guys haven't been tired of the Koopa Kids yet.
I asked for them. I'm just saying, anyone who complains...
Well, they were hinting that they existed in Paper Jam, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, Morton's got his flaming hammer, so of course you got to use the fire extinguisher.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't mind the real world objects in theory. In a regular RPG, they would be your summon attacks, and that would be kind of cool.
And I mean it's like their answer to no partners is the enemy battle cards.
Yeah.
But again, what are your motivations to fight? Coins.
Yeah, just run around painting things and avoiding enemies.
Coins, cards, and paint. Yeah. And all you gotta do is find the HP up hearts, and you'll automatically solo stuff if you're just with money. Yeah. And the battle wheel's back again.
None of that's good for me.
I mean...
the problem, as I understand it, is they started on Color Splash immediately after Sticker Star.
Right.
And you can't really change that much mid-development.
Especially since the game's going to come out in October now.
Yeah.
I guess we have to bring up that interview.
Mm-hmm. It looks like this is,
Paper...
It's not this exact thing. Paper Mario isn't going to be a straight RPG anymore.
Right.
I prefer Super Paper Mario's attempt way better than sticker stars. So
Yeah, they said that they can't have two genres within the same series. So Paper Mario is now going to be your gimmick action platformer.
which is ridiculous. I get what they mean, but if I had to choose, Mario and Luigi can take a break.
Yeah, Paper Mario was first.
Not only that, but I'm kind of sick of Mario and Luigi with what they're doing.
Yeah, you get it. Every game Luigi gets ragged on, and you're
Every 5 minutes you got to do a giant battle that completely interrupts the flow of the game and sucks.
And even the Mario and Luigi series isn't getting very inspired anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
Paper Jam was just weak.
What were those paper battles? Does that even make any sense?
No, I bet that's
get what they're referencing. I do. It's some Japanese festival, but
it's like, okay, Dream Team was okay. I mean, it was too tutorially, but
yeah,
go from 1 and 2 that had like Fawful and Cackletta and stuff.
I feel like the ending of Dream Team, where you had to do all that crap with Mario and the motion thing on the DS to take out the last big Bowser fight.
Yeah,
that was frustrating and unnecessary.
Like, if you want to look at the gimmick series, I think you want to look at Mario and Luigi as being papered, like as the series. They're the one using motion controls and everything.
That's a series that could use a revamp in some way.
And yeah, they just played it so safe with Paper Jam.
Yeah.
And Dream Team to an extent, really. But yeah, Paper Mario was first, so maybe they shouldn't be the ones that have to change.
Or just quit making Mario and Luigi. I like Alpha Dream, I really do. Let them make their own thing.
And to go with this logic of you can't have two genres in the same series, then how come we keep getting Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games?
Yeah.
So
well, that's Pokemon Company, so they don't care.
Right. And so we'll never get an F-Zero game again because Mario Kart exists.
Well, no, that's a different thing entirely. I think it's just two Mario RPG series going head to head.
And even in that interview, this is the Game Explain interview for anybody that didn't hear it yet.
Yeah.
They even asked point blank, it's like, hey, would you guys ever consider doing Thousand Year Door? And they actually asked, like, would you buy it?
Yes.
That kind of it's like, are they that?
I don't think it's clueless. I think they don't. It doesn't. It's more popular in America than Japan. I know that for a fact.
It's like, is this going to be the series where people are going to have to just decide with their wall and let a series die to prove a point?
Well, Sticker Star got most of its sales just from positive buzz from the old games. So we'll see. This will be the one. Because even even on Wii U, it should sell fairly well if people.
And what sucked is Sticker Star was one of the old games that had Club Nintendo surveys.
Mm-hmm.
And I blasted it, and I'm sure tons of people blasted it, but yeah, Color Splash was already in the making, so none of our opinions mattered. I mean,
I don't know.
This game looks visually amazing.
Yes, it does.
And I can already tell that it's going to have a bit more personality than Sticker Star, because Peach and some of the Toads have really funny lines.
Yeah, there's more dialogue for sure.
Yeah, and people are going to rag on Huey, but I bet he's going to be better than Kirsty at least.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, it's probably going to be Bowser again.
More than likely.
But it's like this game, hopefully they still were able to fix some of the problems from Sticker Star.
It seems like they did. There's more ways to get cards. It seems like even if you don't collect cards, you always have a generic set of cards for battle.
And it's just, this isn't the kind of, this wasn't the way to find out, I think, that Paper Mario as a RPG series is done.
Well, here's the thing, it's still an RPG. It's still turn-based. It's still, got HP and all that.
And I can't believe there's no badges in this game though.
Yeah.
Why can't we have those?
No.
Badges that could
No.
increase coins maybe from fights or
Yes, I said no.
reduce paint usage, stuff like that.
Yeah, badges even would have made Sticker Star more bearable. I don't know.
Or like maybe items like badges called like second chance. So maybe if you wasted your thing, use it again.
Like,
Get it.
I just don't get why you can't have a basic attack, jump and hammer, that you can always use, and then the cards do more damage. But
Yeah.
You're limited to a specific set of them.
Having an ammo-based base attack system is just...
Yeah, it doesn't give you any incentive to battle.
And I think, though, as opposed to Sticker Star didn't have any block ability, right?
No.
You have it in this, at least. So
Yeah. That's good.
hopefully there's a full-on counter, too.
Mm-hmm. There's status effects, too. You see Crumple is back.
Yeah, and I'm sure On Fire is back, too.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know what they're thinking. Let's move on. I'm depressed by this.
If we're going to talk about the Mario Party, then we're just going to get more depressed.
Oh, don't worry. We got Rhythm Heaven.
Oh.
And then Dragon Quest before we get to that.
Okay, good.
Okay, so Rhythm Heaven. This is the best collection in Japan. It's called Megamix here. It's basically the best Rhythm Heaven minigames all in one place. I've never played the series. I'm familiar with it from the Wrestler minigame. It seems to be very popular on YouTube.
Yeah.
I might buy this. It's digital only, but
Digital only in America, yeah. Europe gets it in like October, but they get retail.
yeah. It didn't sell very well here, though. That's why.
It's so niche. That's the trick.
Yeah.
I demoed the first game way back when you got demos from a Wii console.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't like that demo, but I did get the demo for this last night, and I hear they made this one easier, so that explains why I didn't fall flat on my face. So I did pretty good in this demo, but I don't know if I want to spend $30 yet.
Yeah.
I would probably just wait for an eShop sale. And I mean, I'm sure this game has a great amount of content, but considering this will be my first entry series,
Yeah.
I'd just rather wait till maybe next E3 when it goes on like 40% off or something.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good thing about it being digital. It won't be hard to find for people that want it, and they can convince more people to get it. So, it's from the WarioWare team, and they're hit and miss for me, so.
Right. But it was voted as the best surprise of E3 by Ash Paulson, so he got what he wanted. I mean, he was suffering waiting for this game, and I'm glad.
No, he's been talking about it for like a year.
I'm glad he got it. I'm glad that people from Nintendo Force that wanted it got it too.
Yes.
So it's
like I said, it has a loyal fan base, so I'm glad they got it.
There was a short list of games people wanted. Hopefully, we're going to get announced at E3, and while it's not the one that was at the top of the list, that's still a good one to get.
All we need is that Phoenix Wright game with the dogs that they showed in April Fools, and we'll be set. Okay, so let's move on to Dragon Quest VII. I'm interested in this solely because I remember the reviews for Dragon Quest VII, and I'm dating myself here, when it came out on PlayStation. And people hated it. This is it was so unpopular that it didn't even get memes about how bad it was.
My God.
I know. It has a bad translation, and because of that bad translation, it's almost impossible to figure out how to progress. It's very in-depth world building. Like, you go back in time. When you start, there's just one island. And the world's been decimated by something. And you go back in time, and you undo something, and you add to the present-day world as you do that. And I can imagine where if you don't know what to do, that can be incredibly frustrating. But it
Just-
sounds like such a fun game.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this, is they said they redid this from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks fine. It looks perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, it looks way better than it did on PS1.
So, and fun fact, they said it actually took the French petitioning to get this game.
I can see that. The Dragon Quest series kind of went into a lull after NES. We had a couple. Then we had this one, obviously. And then really nothing until the end of the PS2 when 8 came out.
The interview took the liberty of asking the important question, though, of what does a slime taste like?
Blue.
Yes, it tastes very blue. So, I get when it's release date. Let's just say September. Everything comes out.
It's September. I think it's late August. It's still so much stuff coming out.
Right? So, good game. A good-looking game. I'm probably going to pre-order it. I was going to say, like, this week, but apparently Rick and Morty's Pops got delayed, so next time I go there. So, yep, Dragon Quest VII, good.
Yes. We're trying to avoid talking about Mario Party.
Can't help it.
More fucking Toads.
Yes.
You only play as Toads. They only made this game for the Amiibo set we're going to talk about in a second.
Well, hang on. One day, I think somebody in the Nintendo offices was sitting down to a nice, delicious bowl of SpaghettiOs and had an
Yeah,
idea.
to be fair, that's Nintendo's art. So.
Still, that just
And
screams.
they don't have SpaghettiOs in Japan, so they probably just went through some stock art and said, here, this is how we can do a quick budget Mario Party for 3DS. And then we'll just throw this on, and they forgot to check with the legal to see where it had been used before.
So, yeah, I was at the grocery store before, and I found the sequel of Chicken Soup.
We're gonna get some angry people buying this game and not having SpaghettiOs in it.
What is this chicken broth? It must be a new game menu.
This is an odd SpaghettiO. It's black and has silver. It has copper in it. Must be future food.
So, what's weird about this is there's no car, which is nice, but that's not the weird.
Mhm.
It's everybody takes their turns at once.
Yeah,
What?
doesn't make sense. I know.
How do you screw each other over that way?
You don't, because they figured all you want to do is play the mini games. So that's all you have to do now.
Ugh.
And I'm like, no, that's not how board games work. If the conceit is a virtual board game, people will wait a turn. It's fine.
Despite all this, I'm pretty sure there's still no online multiplayer. So.
Oh, definitely not. How can you tell your characters apart? They're all Toads. You rent heroes to do boss battles, but that's it. Heroes like Waluigi, apparently.
He is the hero that we need but don't deserve.
Or want.
You mean, want.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
game's designed to sell toys.
That's it. You're right. This is horrifying. I'm sure that Nintendo's like, listen, we're just getting all these projects out because come March, we ain't doing more 3DS games.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, what an unceremonious way to show off the new line of Amiibo than show them on Twitter first to somebody's like year-old post as a response to being like, is there going to be a Waluigi Amiibo? Yep.
I think that's great. That guy's like, what? Oh, hey.
Well, it's like that guy who had I think a poster at WrestleMania or something.
Oh, yeah, that's stupid. I saw that.
Waluigi Amiibo when. And, yep, it's not just him. We got 7 new entrants.
Well, not new, but better than Smash.
Yeah.
Well, one new, actually.
It's because you get Original Wario now.
Yes. Which is what I wanted for 2 years.
Another Donkey Kong. We got...
It was Donkey Diddy, Waluigi Wario, Peach, or not? Yeah, Peach, and is that another Peach?
Oh no, it's yellow dress Peach, aka Daisy.
Oh yeah, Daisy and Rosalina. There's a Peach in the display case for some reason. That's what confused me. And then glow in the dark Boo.
Which, oh my god, that's awesome.
I know.
I
can't keep that in my bedroom, by the way, but thanks anyway, Nintendo.
I am not ashamed to say I've already got those pre-ordered, so.
Mm-hmm.
They're not, I don't know, I wish I could have made it a perfect 10 for 10 for what they showed off, but.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about the Mario series is they made a ton of those last time, so I don't think we're going to get many shortages.
Right. I also don't think we're going to get garbage of silver and gold and stuff edition. Mm-hmm. It's funny how Nintendo said there is going to be more like gold-styled ones, but otherwise it's just currently Gold Mario and Gold Mega Man. That's it so far.
I'm sure there will be more, but
maybe there'd be gold versions of certain series that have anniversaries this year, but
Gold Link? No, we get Goron Tunic Link if that rumor is accurate.
The Peace Stand Link.
No, the stand will be gold this time.
Oh, that's just not right, man.
Link needs a new amiibo. Classic Link, not the amiibo they showed for Breath of the Wild, but hopefully.
We'll get to that in a moment or two, I reckon. What else we got?
Okay, just Yokai Watch 2, which they're going to rush this out because 3 is a 3DS game, and they've got a very limited time to put that out.
Plus, I think they've acknowledged that in this country, Yokai Watch just isn't Pokemon.
They're trying, but yeah.
So they have no problem with having the game come out a couple months before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unfortunate they could coexist, but I think it's just shown that Pokemon's still the king here.
Yeah. I think there's brand loyalty to it as well. Like, it doesn't help that some of the yokai designs are really way too Japanese to work here. Whereas there's enough Pokemon that you'll always find one you like. It's really hard for Yokai Watch. Also, the yokais are kind of jerks.
Pretty much.
I don't play Pokemon to watch two parents almost divorce each other.
Let's see. We also got Monster.
Yeah, Monster Hunter. We'll wrap this part up with the Monster Hunter generations. I got 4. I loved 4. This is probably the best looking Monster Hunter on the PC. Not in terms of graphics, so it does look fine. Just the sheer variety of different attacks you can do, different stances. You already have like 20 weapons, but now you have 4 different modes for each of those weapons. Which, so much variety in what you can do and how you can do it.
It looks really good. It still stands, though, that Monster Hunter is just such a hard series for me to get involved in.
Yeah. You did get 4, right?
I did.
Yes. We never managed to get a game together. We should probably do that at some point. Well, we can start generations together.
We'll see.
I'll show you the ropes, Mark.
Do I climb with these ropes? Do I attack with these ropes?
Sometimes, yes. That covers both, actually. There's no wrestler, though. It's still waiting for the guy who grabs a monster and just suplexes it, but someday.
Nice.
And this is the last traditional Monster Hunter. They've pretty much gone on record that whatever's next is going to be drastically different. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm thinking that you'll be able to climb monsters like Dragon's Dogma.
Or Shadow of the Colossus.
Well, no, the team that made Monster Hunter also made Dragon's Dogma.
Ah.
Yeah. So I'm hoping some of the classes from that game make it over to to Monster Hunter.
I see.
Yes. So yeah, that'll be. I think that's it from Nintendo.
I mean, yeah. Obviously we didn't talk about Pokemon, but that's its own thing for another time.
Yeah, I think we'll wait. I mean, they revealed 3 Pokemon. There's a little bit about the first hour or so of the game, but nothing super important.
So,
but we'll cover that next time there's a big update, I think.
So on the whole, I'm glad it wasn't just Zelda.
Yeah.
And that we did get a couple of surprises, but I had my hopes low this year because of what they said they were going to do.
Yeah.
And on this list, I mean, yeah, I do have things that I'm going to show some interest in and maybe pick up. Like, I'm not sure about Ever Oasis just yet.
Yeah.
It looks fine, but please bring out a demo so I can...
Yeah, there's a pedigree behind it that makes me think I could probably buy it sight unseen, but I definitely need to play it first.
And I didn't get the first Yokai Watch, so I'm not sure how to feel about the series, but hey, if there's a good fan base for it, good for them. There's Monster Hunter for those fans, and and the Mario Party, it just looks awful to me.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll sell, but...
Color Splash, disappointed as heck, but they still got a few months to try to show off some points to maybe try to distance himself a bit more from Sticker Star, but
I hope, but...
as unlikely as that seems, but
yeah,
maybe they can show off. If they were to show maybe a badge system of some sort or anything, but otherwise it'd be a crime because the game looks, and I hear the music's pretty good so far too.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. It sounds great. I can't deal with that battle system. It's a pity.
Right. So, Rhythm too. So.
Oh yeah.
And Dragon's Quest. So, all in all, I'd give it a middle of the road kind of thing. Plenty of good, some disappointments, and you feel sorry for the Mother 3 fans again.
Yeah. Well, I knew it wasn't coming.
Yeah. It's just not time yet, I guess.
So before we wrap up, when do you think they're gonna do the NX Direct?
I think, probably October or November. I still think they want the NX out in March, right?
Yeah. We'll get a release date, solid release date then as well.
I mean, granted, it's going to walk straight into the, that's perfect that they advertise it during the holidays, but it's something they're not selling during the holidays. But I'm thinking, yeah, I'm still going to go with October, November. That way they still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish months to get folks, get more hype, I guess. Maybe that way they can trickle some more of the launch lineup.
Yeah. I'm going to go with August, end of August, right before shopping season. And they're going to stress that it's backward compatible with all your Wii U disc games. And that's how they're going to try to get a push on their last year of Wii U.
What's interesting today is I forget what magazine or whatever talked to Reggie, but they asked him, try to get some data on or anything. And he's like, it's all about the experiences. It's not about specs and that. Oh, yeah. They were asking him, how it would stand up to, Scorpio and stuff.
Oh, that's his company line. Because if he says, it's probably about as powerful as an Xbox One, some people will be like, oh, well, now that Scorpio and Neo are out, then why would I buy this? So, and Nintendo doesn't ever really release specs anyway, so
yeah.
I wouldn't expect them to give a straight answer.
My ultimate fear is you might get the third-party support at the beginning of this NX life cycle, but they might disappear by the end.
I think they're ready for that this time, though. We'll see.
Yep.
And we will see you in the Zelda episode. Adios. Thank you for listening to the Robot House Podcast. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy our content, and you can follow us at the following places. Twitter at King Riptor. Facebook, facebook.com/robothousepodcast. You can follow Steve on Otaku Henshin, facebook.com/Otaku Henshin online, and otakuhenshin.com for the store itself. If you have any questions or comments, there's a Google Doc link in the show notes. We'll answer anything you put on there, unless it's, rude or something. So feel free to use it, and we will see you next week.